Hello, how's it going? So, bit of a different video this time round. Going to be having a look on Shudder, the streaming subscription platform, which is mainly dedicated to horror and thrillers and exploitation. With some exceptions, it does have a few like westerns and things. I think they've added Django recently as well. I've been subscribed to Shudder for about 6 years, I think, like quite a while. I pay $4.99 a month. You can get it a little bit cheaper if you pay yearly. You can get a bit of money knocked off, but I tend to have a monthly subscription, so mine reoccurs every month. I pay the $4.99. It's also available through like Amazon Prime as a channel, or you can just get it separately. Download the app and watch it that way, and you can get it on Fire Stick, and you can get it on Apple devices and all that stuff. You can download it on Xbox. They still haven't enabled it to be downloaded off PlayStation yet, I don't think. But anyway, it's home to horror mainly. They have a lot of classics, a lot of modern horror from like the 2000s and 2010s. They also have their own originals and exclusives in the movie section and the series. So looking at one here, that's stop motion. That was pretty good. That's an exclusive, I think, an original actually, as it says there. Yeah, I do recommend that one. Pretty good. Just get rid of that. So you get reviews as well. People can write reviews and things, and you got your information when you click on it. I'm just using it through my iMac today to do this video. I normally just use it on the Fire Stick, but it's a bit of a different way to navigate it. But stop motion's a recent one they've added, 2024 film. Yeah, I'd recommend that. It's pretty good. Night Watch Demons Are Forever. That's a new one. This is the main page. So you get your home page and it has new arrivals. Then it has my list. That's my list, as you can see. Continue watching. Popular. You got like Joe Bob Briggs with the drive-in, the last drive-in, which is a good show where he covers stuff where he watches a film and talks in between and has segments and things with commentary on the movie of the movie of their choice. And there's that one, queer horror. These are all sections. Into the Wild, torturing artists, celebrated scares. These are like the curated sections. So they have curators put together these different sections which they update every so often and chop and change. Let's have a look. So this is basically what I'd recommend from Shudder. There's some good new ones I need to watch as well, which they've added. Houseboat Horror, which had a Blu-ray release recently, I think, from Umbrella. I'm interested in watching, so I'll add that to my list. That's from 1989. It's not an exclusive or an original, but it's one Shudder have added because they have a lot of classics and stuff. Yeah, I'm really interested in watching that one. Looks kind of cool. Inn of the Damned, another one that looks pretty interesting. A sheriff investigates why the guests at a local hostelry, hostelry check in but never check out. A local hostelry check in but never check out. Sounds pretty interesting. 1975, directed by Terry Bork. 117 minutes. They have a lot of foreign films as well. Let's go on. So we'll have a little look around. They also have Shudder TV. So this is Shudder TV, where you can basically, they have a channel where they play various films, which you can just go on to and watch. I'll quickly do it. So you click on Tune In Now. So they're playing, currently, they're playing Creepshow, I think. See if that comes up. Not sure what's going on there. I don't know where I can play it at the minute. Maybe not. Maybe it's because I've got screen record on. But yeah, on the if you're watching it through your Fire Stick, you can access Shudder TV. You've got collections, which is the curated sections and all the different categories. So there you got like popular, the favoured frights on Shudder. That has the Last Drive-In with Joe Bob. Don't know what he's watching on that one, so I'll quick look. Does it say? He is watching on this latest one with Joe Bob Briggs. He is watching... Oh, it's just a series, so he's been watching like Mayhem, Scare Package, bunch of Shudder movies by the looks of it. They do cover older stuff as well, the non-Shudder like originals and exclusives. You've got Night Watch, that's an old one I think. Then there's like a sequel that's just come on to Shudder, Night Watch. Demons. So a quick look. I did look a second. Demons Are Forever. You've got like Infested, The 13th Floor. They've been adding a lot of Aussie horror lately, a lot of Australian stuff. Late Night with The Devil, which was a good original. Really enjoyed that. I think a lot of people like that one. The Boulet Brothers Dragula, not my cup of tea, thanks. When Evil Lurks, that was okay. That was quite a talked about film from last year. And then you've got All Hail Argento, so they have an Argento section even. They have the Panisco documentary, Dario Argento Panico, which is basically a documentary on all of his films. They have his newer, latest movie that he directed, Dark Glasses, from last year, Opera, and Deep Red. So not got too many Argentos on there at the minute, but they do add them. They've had like Bird with the Crystal Plumage on and Cat of Nine Tails and stuff, but they tend to like originals and exclusives, like with Netflix, will stay on the platform basically forever, but there are other films that they're third party titles like classics and whatnot. They rotate a bit, so they get them for a bit, then they get rid, and then they return. And anyway, let's go and browse, because this is meant to be about picking out some interesting films that I think you guys might like. And I do recommend Shudder for the price. It's pretty damn good. And the collection's ever expanding, especially with the originals and exclusives, and they're always getting more stuff. Here's a bunch of latest add-ons. Yeah, they've got the Killer Crocodile films. I've not seen Killer Crocodile 2. Killer Crocodile's good. I did like that one. Rat's Night of Terror I'm interested in. I've never seen that one. That's an Italian rat film. Classic Trauma, Graduation Day. Butt Boy, never seen that. Comeback Shock's quite good. It's just like a bit of a character piece, bit of a drama. A little bit uneventful, but it's not a bad watch. A lot of these I haven't seen. Mother's Day is good. They have that one, that's worth watching. Doberman, never seen that. Toxic Avengers, another Trauma classic, and they've actually got all 4 of them. So they have Part 2, Part 3, and Citizen Toxie Part 4. Infested, that's a new original, which I haven't seen. 2023 film. Need to get around to watching that. More classics like The Changeling, fantastic film with George C. Scott. Zombie Flesh Eaters, they've got that one. Also known as Lucio Fulci's Zombie from 1979. That's on here. The 13th Floor, that was quite an interesting one. I think that was an Australian one. Quite enjoyed that. Didn't mind that at all. Late Night with the Devil, brilliant. A documentary on the fan footage film The Tunnel. So you have that film The Tunnel, which is also on here. And they have a documentary, The Other Side of Darkness, which I haven't got around to excuse me, checking out. The Tunnel, so you can just click on that, from 2011. That's not a bad one. They've got the Ju-On films, even got the artwork, some of the artwork from the Arrow releases there with The Curse. And yeah, third Saturday of October is quite a good retro slasher. I could maybe cover that on a slashy trashy or something sometime. Years ago, Ricky Dean lost a child at the hands of a psychopathic killer named Jacariah Harding. That was an interesting one from 2022, the third Saturday in October. So it's made to look like an older film. It's a bit of a retro slasher. It's not perfect aesthetically in achieving its goal of being a retro slasher, but it's quite cool. I did enjoy that one. It's for the sort of, it's mindless slasher fun. And then you've got the sequel, which is called Part 5, because it like jumps ahead, and it's a bit of a play on that slasher franchise films have a lot of sequels. So Part 2 is actually called Part 5. Yeah, not as good as the first one, but it was pretty cool again as well. They've got Bride of Reanimator, a new one that's, well, an old film from like the mid-90s, 95, that's just been released, a new one from Arrow. They've just put out Mute Witness. Should have got it a bit earlier than Arrow's release, and I watched it before Arrow released it, and I will pick this one up on a sale on physical media as well. But that's 1995's Mute Witness, quite a fun like sort of slasher set in Germany. They've got that. Picnic at Hanging Rock, great mysterious film. What's this one? Tin Can, never seen that. Don't know about that one. Gates, I don't know. You'll Never Find Me, a Shudder original. I found that a little bit bland and boring. I think it was a bit overhyped as well. They've got the classic pieces, The Church, some Coffin Joe stuff. Got quite a lot of Coffin Joe on there. I know Arrow released a set earlier this year, didn't they? And Shudder have got most of the films. Maniac remake with Elijah Wood. They've got Never Sleep Again, the Elm Street documentary. Day of the Beast, that's a pretty fun film. Predator Durango, never seen that one, I need to have a look. The Sect, that's a good one. More Coffin Joe there with the night. This Night I'll Possess Your Corpse. And Dream Demon, which is an Arrow release as well. They have a bunch of stuff Arrow release on here as well. I know Arrow have their own streaming service. I'll perhaps do a video on that eventually. Haven't got that at the moment. I'm not subscribed. I've had a break from that one. Give Me Pity. Don't really know what that is. Another Coffin Joe. Uzumaki or something. All the Colours of the Dark. That's a good one. Sergio Martino film. Do like that one. From 1976. Same, it's got a couple of people out of Case of the Bloody Iris in there, like George Hilton and Edwidge Fenech. Or Fenech. It's a good film. History of Evil. Not watched that one yet. Megalomaniac, Deathstalker 1 and 2, haven't got around to watching that. Fulci's Psychic, that's a classic. The Argento documentary, Sorority House Massacre, which I was quite excited about checking out when Shudder added it, but it was a bit disappointing. Bit bland and by the numbers, typical stuff. They've even got a bit of Western action with Frank Nero and Django. Suitable Flesh, meant to be quite a good exclusive, I haven't got around to watching that. Some of these I've not seen. I started watching Destroy All Neighbours, but sort of lost interest. Oh, they've added The Outwaters. I didn't know they had this one. They didn't. Sometimes they add stuff and they don't put it on their featured page of new stuff. Like they just add it into the, their catalogue, and you don't know. But I watched this one last year and I found it okay. A little bit underwhelming, but it is pretty good. Like there is some good bits in there. It's a weird sort of found footage, strange one. Bit of a sort of the in the belly of the beast kind of thing, bit like at the end of Borderlands where they, but in this they're kind of like someone's like stuck in a my goodness, like limbo in like a time loop thing. It's a bit weird, worth a watch I'd say. Killer Nun, never seen that. Martin, that's a good one, there's a classic. Wendigo, didn't think much of that. Thought it'd be a lot better than it was. Quite like the location where it's set and things, but Sacrifice Game I haven't watched. It's a Wonderful Knife is a festive exclusive they have. It's a play on It's a Wonderful Life, but as a slasher. I did watch that. It was okay. It's got like an appearance from Justin Long in it. He's always quite good to watch, but as a whole I weren't too impressed by it. But it's alright. They've got Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, Black Friday, a comedy from a couple of years ago with Bruce Campbell. That's not a bad one if you're looking for seasonal stuff. When Evil Lurks. They have all 4 of the Hell House films. 2, 3 and 4 are actually Shudder exclusives, because Shudder have taken over quite a few horror franchises like Hell House and VHS, so you've got those on there. The Tank I haven't got round to finishing yet. 4 Flies on Grey Velvet, so they do have a few more Argentos. I don't think that was in the Argento section, but they have got it. Hell House Origins, a Shudder exclusive, the Carmichael Manor, that was brilliant, really like connecting the rest of the films nicely and telling a good, making a cool universe out of the whole Hell House narrative. They have the Gulags, where you basically can play it, and it's like just like when you and you have those fireplace videos on YouTube where you can sort of have a warm fireplace like on in the background on your TV. Not that it's actually warm, but it creates the illusion sort of. This is the Gulag, which you can like have a pumpkin basically on your TV. Night of the Hunted, haven't watched that one. There's the first Hell House. I've got that. They've got all 4 of the Hell House films. Oh, it's the director's cut. I don't know if I watched the director's cut. I might have done. Not sure. I do have Hell House on digital as well. There's part 2. They've got that. These are all getting released on physical by Umbrella as well in September, I think it is. Lake of Fire, Puppet Man, that was okay. I do recommend all the Hell House films, they're brilliant. VHS series should have taken over. 85 was good, had some good segments. A couple of bad ones, but overall it was quite fun. And the wraparound sort of connects things nicely as well. Lake Mungo, that's a good one. The Ones You Didn't Burn, I thought that was rubbish, some sort of witchcraft movie. Elevator Games, an original I've not watched. The Crescent was good. That was a fairly interesting film from 2017. Bit of a weird one. This mother with her young child living on the seafront, on the beach, basically, like a house. and there's strange people around who she meets, and yeah, some creepy scenes with this guy coming into the house at night and all these weird noises outside. Yeah, I recommend The Crescent. The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster, I need to get around to watching that. I haven't watched that one. Nightmare I've not watched. Sergio Martino's Torso, that's a good classic. So, you know, there's loads of stuff, loads of new stuff. What's this one? Symphony, a Clubhouse horror anthology. I think I might have seen a bit of that. Tethered's good. I think Tethered started off as a short from a while ago, but I've actually seen the feature film. Even before it was on Shudder, I'd seen it. It's a good one from 2022. About this guy who's basically blind, and he's grew up and he's tethered to an pole, and he can't go. He can only go so far into the woods because his mother wanted to protect him because there's something lurking in there. But I did like Tethered. Bad Things I haven't watched. The Communion Girl, I haven't seen that one. Home Movie's quite a good found footage one. Creepy kid film about the kids turning into psychopaths and massacring the parents. That one's cool. Quicksand I didn't enjoy. Didn't think much to that one. I wouldn't recommend that. It's a little bit bland and boring. It's basically someone stuck in quicksand for the entirety of a film. They have some cool documentaries, like this one, which I haven't watched yet, but it looks cool. Shark Exploitation. That'll be all about bad shark movies. Vampire. Manfish, that looks kind of cool. They've even got Suspiria, that classic. Brooklyn 45, and a lot of people like that. I didn't think much to it. Influencer was quite good from last year. That's an original. It's got a good twist and things in there, you know, a couple of twists. It's quite interesting. From Black, I thought was okay. They've got High Tension, another classic. Kids vs. Aliens was fun if you're looking for a bit of like nostalgic sort of kids battling like some deadly aliens and things. She Dies Tomorrow, I weren't too keen on that. They've got the latest Wrong Turn film. I know there's a new one coming out even sooner. Willy's Wonderland's alright. Holidays, not seen that for years, so not too sure about that one. Spoonful of Sugar was a bit different. That's quite a good original. Nobody Leaves I kind of like. It's a bit of a weird one about these three girls occupying this mansion, and they're going a little bit crazy and things and stuff. The Pusher films. The Lair, not too bad. If we can just go up a little bit. Yeah, they've got The Lair. They also have the In Search of Darkness documentaries. So they've got all the In Search of Darkness documentaries. Here's part 3. I need to finish watching that, but they do have those on here as well. Possession, that's another classic. Scare Package 1 and 2, I'm not keen on them. They have Christmas Bloody Christmas. I think that's a Joe Bagos film. Yeah, Joe Bagos. He's done some quite good one, like In the Mind's Eye, and VFW, I think it's called. That was quite cool with the veterans like fighting the crazy sort of cyberpunk like or steampunk like drug addicts. They've even got Crystal Lake Memories, the Friday the 13th documentary. That's always a good one to watch. Pin, Memento, that's a thriller, isn't it? The Police Are Blundering in the Dark. So you got plenty of giallos, slashers. A Wounded Fawn I quite enjoyed. That was weird from 2022. That's quite a good... excuse this blooming chesty cough I still have lingering around. David Cronenberg's Rabid, as well as a Rabid remake. Loads of stuff, as you can see, just classics as well, like Assault on Precinct 13. They've even got the awful like Manhattan Babies, probably Lucio Fulci's worst film. I hate that film, but I've got it in the collection. Elvira's Haunted Hills, VHS 99. As I said, they've took over the VHS franchise, and they normally pump one out every year. Satan's Slaves Communion, I think that's Indonesian horror. The first one's really good, and then of course you have Indonesian. And they have this one, the sequel, which has got some really creepy imagery. It's set in an apartment block. And Impetigore as well, which is a brilliant film. Another Indonesian horror on Shudder from 2019. Really do recommend Impetigore. Like that one. Lovely Molly. Not seen that for years. Argento's Opera. Deadstream's fun. That's a good original. Or exclusive. You know, they're either an exclusive or an original. Deadstream's a really fun found footage one, basically a bit of a parody on the sort of YouTuber, you know, going into a haunted house and setting up a show, and he's going to film the haunt and what's going on and stuff like that. Grave Robbers, they got released by Vinegar Syndrome, and Cemetery of Terror. They're good films. Video Man's apparently good. I've not watched it though. Antrim's a weird little oddity, worth a look. I might have to revisit that sometime. So Vam, some sort of queer like vampiric movie. We're All Going to the World's Fair. Kind of liked it. It's a bit boring in some places, but it was kind of a good watch. Life Changer's quite good. About this entity that basically shape shifting and using people for their skins and stuff. Who Invited Them wasn't too bad. Snake Girl with the Silver Haired Witch. Oh, Snake Girl and the Silver Haired Witch. That was released by Arrow. That's quite a good like old school black and white Japanese horror. Did enjoy that. They've got the all the monster films that got the the what is it, Yoki Monsters or something. Yokai Monsters that got released by Arrow in a box set. They've got a few of them on here. Strange Advice of Mrs. Ward, that's a good giallo. Loads of Herschel Gordon Lewis films, like Colour Me Blood Red, Wizard of Gore, 2000 Maniacs, Blood Feast. The Shed, weird little vampire, well, not even that weird, it's just a vampire movie basically. There's a vampire stuck in this guy's shed. The Villainous, I've never seen that. What Josiah Saw, don't think I watched that one. The Crazies, some George A. Romero with Season of the Witch as well. They've got Wreck. This is Gua basically a documentary following the metal band, wear all crazy outfits, really elaborate stuff. Phantom of the Mall, got some Jarodowski, El Topo, The Holy Mountain. Loads of stuff. Daniel Isn't Real I wasn't too keen on. I did have the Blu-ray of that a while ago. Tale of Two Sisters is brilliant. They've even got the Arrow artwork. That's a great film. Mansion of the Doom, that's just had a release from 101. I think that's a video nasty, that one. Uncle Sam I found a bit disappointing, bit lackluster. Head of the Family, that's a good full moon film. There's loads of stuff. They've got like Full Moon as well. Revealer, that was okay. 1BR's not bad. The Sadness, this is a really gruesome, hardcore kind of violent like Chinese film, I think, in Mandarin. So there's a subtitle one. You'll have to, if you don't speak Mandarin, you'll have to watch the subtitles. But The Sadness was great, from 2021. Really gory, some nasty bits in that film. Stage Fright remake, I may add that to my list because I think I've got it in my list actually. I need to get around to watching that. I think I'll watch some Shudder stuff this week actually because there's loads. The Cellar, Spine of the Night, that's an animation. It's quite good. Come to Daddy with Elijah Wood. The Seed, that's a weird like sort of alien film. That was quite good. Spring's a good one. Alison's Birthday, because they have a bunch of stuff out of the Severin, all the Haunts Be Ours box set. So they've got like Alison's Birthday and Eyes of Fire. The documentary Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched, history of folk horror. That's good. 12-Hour Shift. Slapface was okay. Sort of demon film. Hail to the Deadites, the Evil Dead documentary. Death Valley. Didn't think much of that one. The Advent Calendar's an okay seasonal horror for Christmas time. Another exclusive here, Prisoners of a Ghostland with Nicolas Cage. That's pretty good. There's loads of good stuff, classics and exclusives, and just really good catalogue on here. They've even looking through it, it's got so much better over the years. Witchboard, Scanners, VHS 94, Horror Noir was interesting watch, but some of it was quite a bit monotonous. But there were some good segments in there. Room 3237, that's a Shining documentary. They've got the classic Night of the Demons. Seance was alright. So the Girls' School. Superhost was kind of fun. Jacob's Wife was a good one as well. We've got Messiah of Evil. Carnival of Souls is good. Teddy's fun. Not seen Bleed With Me, I don't think. I may have done. Candisha was a cool like demonic one. An Unquiet Grave was a bit boring. I thought Vicious Fun's good. They got the classic Dawn of the Dead. Sun, I didn't think much to. Super Deep, I think was okay, like a sci-fi one. They've got George A. Romero's The Amusement Park, like a forgotten film he did, which is only 53 minutes. Sort of like a social commentary on like how the elderly are treated and stuff and forgotten. It's a really good movie, that is, for a short one as well. Fried Barry's fun. Psycho Goreman's a hell of a time. That's good. The School's really good if you like your gore. Caveat's got some absolute nightmare fuel imagery in there. The Untamed's a pretty good film. I think I've got the arrow with that. The Power was quite atmospheric. Slacks is a funny one. Basically about this pair of jeans that basically comes to life. Disco Path's fun. Stay Out of the Attic was pretty good. They've got Raw-Headed Rex. The Queen of Black Magic, a Shudder original. I did enjoy that one. I think that's Indonesian as well. Loads of good Indonesian films on here. Shook. Dark and the Wicked. I know a lot of people are quite high on that. I found it a little bit lackluster. But The Pale Door. They have the Creepshow series as well. They've even got The Case of the Bloody Iris, which I was talking about a bit ago. They've got Lucio Fulci's New York Ripper. Michael Sovi's Stage Fright, Leap of Faith, which is a documentary exclusive with William Friedkin, talking about The Exorcist and the making of it. The Creepshow animated special, May the Devil Take You To, that was really good. Lingering, I think that was good. Is this another Indonesian one? Yeah, another Indonesian one, May the Devil Take You To. It's a sequel. I've never seen the first one, but I thought that one was really good. Mortuary Collection's good. Cleansing Hour's quite a good exorcism film. Scare Me's a bit of an acquired taste. It's basically two people telling stories with some like animation, but mainly just you're watching them as they sort of animatedly like tell you a story. A little bit boring. Spiral I can't really remember. They got Day of the Dead, even the classic from Romero. The Beach House was quite cool from what I can remember. In Pettigore's great. Host, found footage, one from lockdown times, an English one, a UK film. It's only 56 minutes, but that's brilliant. Second Sight have also brought that out. Yumi's a really good zombie film. It's Dutch, I think, yeah, and Flemish language. Also got English mixed in there as well, though, that one. Eli Roth's The Green Inferno. There's so much to go through. Like Blood Quantum was kind of okay. They've got Tourist Trap, Castle Freak, some Full Moon stuff there. Tigers Are Not Afraid's a good film. Christmas Evil. The Ranger was kind of fun with the Ranger guy trying to kill all the punks. They have the Shudder theme. So the little theme that Shudder has is composed by John Carpenter. Where it goes boom, 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 boom. Deep Red. Revenge is pretty good. They've got Maniac. Loads of classics. Satan's Slaves, great film. Terrified's pretty good. Rumi weren't bad. It Stains the Sands Red was fun. About a woman trying to escape a soul zombie. Just one zombie. It's pretty good. They're set in the desert. Sequence Break. Dead Shack's a good exclusive. I do like that film. Cold Hell I haven't watched. Mayhem's quite fun. There's loads of fan footage. 3D's pretty good. And that is about everything. They've got the Beyond as well. So plenty of classics. So before I finish up this video, there's loads of stuff. We'll look at the series. So they have like The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, if you like his commentary on films. They also acquired the Slasher series. So I think it was on Netflix originally, and I watched the first 3 and they were pretty good. Then they got, if I can find it, if it's still on here, have they taken it off? No, I think they had this one, the 4th season, Flesh and Blood. It even stars David Cronenberg in a small role. This was really good, really gory. I do like the Slasher series. So they did Flesh and Blood in 2021, and then they've just done Ripper last year. Yeah, 2023. I haven't watched Ripper yet, but Slasher's a good show they've acquired. They have the new Creepshow, so you can just, I think that was it, wasn't it? Creepshow, so they have the Shudder's version of Creepshow, the series. They have 4 seasons of that, as well as all the specials, like the animated one and the Christmas special. Queer for Fear, I think that's a documentary series about queer horror and things like that. They have the first season of Eli Roth's History of Horror, but they never got the second season, which is odd, which I find quite annoying because I wanted to watch that. Behind the Monsters is pretty cool. They cover guys like Freddy Krueger, Jason, all the scary stuff. Horror Noir is a good one. Yeah, so quite a few series. Not so, it's more film focused, so they're mainly movies and things. But they do, Slasher's really good. Joe Bob Briggs is always good to listen to, and the Creepshow series has its moments of greatness, and then there's also some rubbish in there. But they're all worth watching. I mean, it's such a good platform, Shudder. If you're a horror fan, I mean, it's got loads of stuff. And there's a few of my recommendations. I basically went through the full catalogue. It's been a bit of a long video, but thanks for watching anyway, and I'll be back with another video, I suppose, in in a minute, or well, you know what I mean, like in a few days. But yeah, that's Shudder anyway. I do recommend having a look at Shudder, even if you get a free trial and just watch some of the movies on there, like the exclusives and originals, especially like the Hell House films and the VHS series. Check out the Creepshow Shudder series as well, and yeah, some good stuff on there. Do recommend Shudder. Thanks for watching anyway. Bye.